And yeah, so later I'm going out. I'm gonna go to poker night with my boys, so that should be fun too as well. Lakers in 10. Oh yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about expectations and do a little weekly review. So let's get started immediately. We did not break all-time highs again. What are you talking about? So, really, what I'm watching this week is, I hate to say it, but bullish into improving otherwise again. Right? Why might you be able to say that based off the daily? Like, what can you see here that's being formed? Yes, what kind of OB? Yeah, we're forming a propulsion block. So, obviously we have a order block here, and we respected it nicely to the upside here. Okay. So, you can see this daily candle closed on Friday actually closed above it. Now, it's not a propulsion block on Friday, right? Why is it now a propulsion block that the candle closed? Why can't we say it's a propulsion block before? I'm pretty sure Algo's joking. Yeah, it's because we actually got the close above. You can't just, like, you can't assume it's going to be an OB on this candle until it closes. So now we know for sure it's an OB because this candle closed. Now, typically, when we close above an OB, where does the market typically like to go? What direction? Or where does it like to go? Up to where? Yeah, liquidity. And obviously, the next resting liquidity we have this week is this all-time high. So, definitely looks bullish. You really can't be bearish here, I'm not going to lie. Now that we've kind of checked the daily, let's go to the 4 hour. 4 hours tell me the same story. Why does 4 hour tell me the same story but using a different methodology? Yeah, so on the 4 hour, you can actually kind of see in the 4 hour, we can't really see a good order. Like, I mean, we have an order block here, but there's no propulsion block in the 4 hour. But we did inverse this. Okay, right here. So, see how the 4 hour tells us we're bullish and also the daily tells us we're bullish, but it uses two different ways? Isn't that cool? I think that's pretty cool because it kind of gives you multiple confluences. I'm actually in my bedroom right now, guys. I'm on my laptop. It's fun being able to go on my laptop and being wherever. My whip is good. They did a nice job with it. Yeah, there's only one problem now. The front, like, not bumper. It's like whatever the plastic piece is in the front of the car. Like, the right side comes down. Like, it can come down. It's not, like, on there. So I can, like, lip it down and then it just goes back up again. It's not, like, and the other side is tight. You can't do that. So I'm not sure, but... What do you mean, Gabriel? Oh, yeah, I know. Well, yeah. It's still the same, Gabriel. I mean, it's just cosmetic. Oh, little things about the plastics, yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to get my Instagram back up, guys. I had to pay someone to do it. What's up, Reliable? So yeah. Someone is trying to get me banned. I don't know, someone's trying to get me banned. Kind of sucks, but... Yeah, so we need to close all the fake accounts. So yeah. Anyway, so you can see the daily tells us we're kind of bullish, and the 4 hour does as well. Now, are you going to see an obvious inverse like this every single time you go on the chart? Every Sunday evening, every Monday, every Tuesday, every Thursday, every Friday? Yeah, not at all. So would you agree that this is kind of like a decent, like a... You saw it? Nah, it wasn't my fake account. I'm trying to get verified, but it sucks. So, honestly, like... what in the world? Okay. Yeah, so, again, take advantage of this. We're not going to have an obvious inverse to use like this every time. Like, I always tell people, I'm like, if you really want to be profitable, just wait for the super obvious things. I mean, I would say this is pretty obvious. Like, when did we ever see a clean inverse like this from here to here? How many times do we see a clean inverse just like the one we kind of have now? Yeah, we really didn't, where I circled. So, like, I think we should take advantage of this and be like, okay, well, we're going to use this and say the bias is bullish. Does that make sense? Now, is it going to be this easy to determine the bias every single time you come on the charts? Should you... One of people's misperceptions of trading is you have to know the bias. Okay? Just because I know the bias now does not mean I'm going to know the bias tomorrow. No. Yeah, I know. That's a crazy... 250k can't send it till June 16th. I don't know what they're doing, man. I got my 10. I could try to get more, but I'm probably just going to hold off. I mean, you could full port NFP and CPI again, I think. Yeah, so I could get 10 more if I needed, but I don't think it's worth it. Yeah, it's only the 250k. So low key, I'll probably buy like 6 more and do the stop hunt method for news, but we'll see. June 16th. So if you want an easy eval account, just buy 4. If you've never passed a funder before, buy 4 and long and short for both CPI and NFP, 2 accounts each, and I guarantee you will get it funded. Yeah, reliable. It's not as good on NVIDIA earnings because you'll get wicked. Also, technically it would have worked, but you couldn't get out. Some people let's get out. Sometimes you can't get out, and they probably will. So you're chilling. So yeah. So yeah, like what I'm watching tomorrow is kind of just I'm gonna look for like what's like the first criteria we want to see before we get a setup tomorrow. What do we kind of want to look for? Yeah, some sort of sweep would be nice. So maybe we'll put in like a London low, sweep London low, or something like that. You know, I think that'd be the nicest thing. So let's say tonight we do this. Then tomorrow look for a sweep that low, then go up. See. So like that would be like an ideal scenario for like tomorrow or something. Now, just because I'm making a prediction, does that mean it's going to happen? No, not at all. Like, I'm just making the prediction just to like be prepared if it does. Like something totally different could happen and I'm going to adjust. Okay? Does it matter that there's a huge daily order block on the 4 hour? Huge bearish. Oh, okay. You're talking about this. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna talk about this. Yes and no, it does matter. Why does this technically not matter? For my OG members, will probably know this. Not too high, not bias, not premium, no. Hey, only plane's the closest. Yeah, exactly. Kind of what ... said. Like, that was on the south side of the curve, and I don't really try to use those fair value gaps on the south side of the curve. Alright? And we're kind of on the buy side of the curve now, so, like, it really shouldn't matter. But let's say we get a strong reaction from it, and I see, like, a nice bearish fair value gap set tomorrow, whatever. Would I probably change my bias? Yeah, I would. So, although, yes, it will be good to know if, like, we reject from it, because we know it's, like, a clean spot if we did reject. What I will say is, a lot of times, if I got that far left in the south side of the curve, when you're in the opposite side of the curve, will not really be a big factor in your trades. If that makes sense. Alright. How do I like South Carolina? It was pretty good. I feel like it'd be more fun with friends, though, not family. Blacking. I just threw in my head. 2 contracts times however many points times 2. For NQ, it would be the number of contracts times 20 times however many points. It's the same thing every time. Osama, what do you want me to clarify? Okay, it doesn't matter because when we're on the buy side of the curve, just from screen time, a lot of times when they're on the buy side, this will like just, the market sometimes will act like this isn't even here. So, like, see this one right here? Like, you could kind of infer here you're on the buy side of the curve again. Now, let's say you didn't know that. But let's say in hindsight you see, okay, we're on the buy side of the curve, it wasn't respected. Same thing I'd expect with this one as well. Up here. You do not have to know what a breaker is to be successful in trading. As long as you can understand like an OB and an IFG, I think that's all I need. Okay. The equal lows is 722. Let me check. No, not right now. Why don't these matter right now? What do I usually say? Yeah, we're like just too far away. We're kind of left them. Like, yes, I will be more focused on them if we got like momentum going past down them and then like some shorts up. But does the market really tell us it wants to go there right now? Yeah, not really. So, man, I'm not gonna lie, guys. I don't think I'm gonna make it past 20 minutes. I was in a 6-hour car ride today, and I am tired of shit. Like, you guys don't realize I walked all day yesterday in Times Square, and literally had women saying how their stomach hurt and how their feet hurt. I swear that's the only two things they complain about. They eat and their stomach hurts, and then they walk and their feet hurt every time. So there's 2 things I wanted to do that we never got to do because they're, Ryan, my feet hurt. So yeah, just whatever. Is a good breaker often paired with a C? Yeah. Yes, it is, Junior. I mean, those are the best ones. W, there's not a mechanical approach. I'm making a video on like the I'm making a YouTube video. One of my bootcamp duns, I have some good videos planned. So I'm going to be making a video at the bootcamp, kind of, that might help you that a little bit. So we'll see. No, my live streams are not free, but I upload recordings sometimes. It just depends. Yeah, so Blacking had a good question. He said, if you don't find good setups on the hourly, will I go down in time frames to see like if we have anything else? What do you guys think my answer is to that? My bootcamp is good enough, but if you have the money, buy my course because it focuses on my strategy like in depth, like the most in-depth focus you'll ever see. It goes a lot more in depth than like my YouTube and my bootcamp. If you don't have the money, don't worry about it. You'll figure it out on your own by losing. So I figured everything out. I took losses and I figured out what I was doing wrong, you know. Yeah, just taking losses. That's how I learned. I didn't learn by failing no course. My course just helps speed up the process, to be honest. Because I never had a, like there were so many courses. And I'd be that guy who tried to get courses for free. And I feel bad. I paid some of them back now because I have the money. But I felt bad. And honestly, I can't say there's not one single good course I got. They're all over the place. All over the place. My YouTube's all over the place too. But if you can kind of pick apart the little pieces of my YouTube that you only need, then I think you'll be better off. But the people who try to remember every single piece of information, it's just a lot of these courses people make are all over the place. There's just way too much, and then they get discouraged because they're like, well, I know all this stuff now. How am I supposed to combine it all together? It sucks. Will the course make you profitable? Nope. Yeah, information overload is a real thing. It sucks because it's like the worst thing ever when you first start learning anything trading-wise. So, can the boot camp make you profitable? Nope. Henry, yes, but again, if you see the lower time frame really trending, I mean, that could tell you the bias as well, you know? It always doesn't need to be the higher time frame. Right? If you see like the lower time frame and it's getting some pretty good bullish price action, and every single fair value gap's being respected, then you obviously know the bias, no matter what the time frame says. The higher time frame is not bearish, right? Because why would it be bearish if you see lower time frame price action? Every single bullish fair value gap being created is being respected. How could you say the bias is bearish? Doesn't matter if we're in a bearish hourly breaker. The lower time frame is not bearish. So a lot of times I will go in the lower time frame and check to see like what are we doing in the lower time frame. So I think that matters the most. You know. Yeah, only you yourself can make yourself profitable. I don't try to just pretend like you stop trading and try to do it secretly. I mean, I wouldn't tell people unless you get kind of successful, you know. Like, if anyone, there's 178 people in here right now. I know a lot of you know the feeling of what it feels like to tell your family you're doing this. Try not to if you don't have to. You know. There's an A+ setup. Yeah, I know, Ant Stoic. I saw it. Yeah, I can't come in and try not to. Yeah, so if you guys actually, a little review of today, I think there was an A+ setup. Yo, see if you guys can send me the A+ setup today without me showing you first. Do you guys think you can? God damn it, dude. Hello? Oh, there you go. Sorry, my internet. Can you guys try to send me the A+ setup today without me sending it first? You die. If I want to find a clear drawn liquidity, start from the D1. Yes, this is perfect. If you don't have the daily, use it on the hour or 4 hour, and then go to the M15 or M5 to look for the same. Like, that's a very good mechanical approach. So like an inversion of an inversion. And if you don't have an inversion on the higher time frame, start going lower until you do, and then use the lower time frame after that. So see if you guys can send that to find the A+ setup. Now, it wasn't truly an A+ setup because of the type of day it was. No. The stock market, the literal stock market was closed. Like, if you took a trade today, man, I feel so bad for you. Like, even though it worked, why wouldn't you go to spend time with family, go golfing, go do a hobby, go do whatever. Like, talk to your family on Memorial Day, man. Come on. Literally I got Stoic. I don't know if you guys know Stoic in my freaking replies on Twitter, sending me all these like executions of like 3 wins. Like, dude, you literally have no life. I could literally go on the charts and be green today if I wanted. Does that mean I'm going to? No, because I have a freaking life, dude. I'm not gonna just sit there on my freaking computer and take a trade on Memorial Day, dude. I'd rather spend time with my family or go do something with my friends. You know, that's how you can tell someone has no life if they do that shit. Yeah, I'm sure he was reliable. Yes, Stoke's a great trader, but he probably has no friends because he's going on freaking trading on a day like today when you don't need to. Like I said, I could have gone on Ben Green today, but there's so much time, and don't even. It's just not worth it on a day like today. The stock markets will be closed, bro. So everyone, send me the setup from today. Try not to look at chat until you can find it. Bro, even when I was learning, I still took off when I should. Like on Memorial Day, yes, I'll look at watch some ICT videos, but it's not like I was not doing anything all day, you know. If that's gonna motivate you, then be my guest and buy a motorcycle. I mean, I bought a Corvette because it's just gonna keep motivating me. So, as long as it motivates you, man. All right. Why don't I trade Forex? Can someone answer that question for him? Why don't I touch Forex? Yeah, because Forex is ass. Like, highs get left. Futures is just 10 times better than Forex, and once I trade futures, I cannot trade Forex. It's like my break-even method wouldn't be good on it. It's bad. Can I get funded if I take every single trade? This dude said, can I get funded if I take every single trade in your live stream and learning your strategy at the same time? That's funny. No, Ivor. I still trade EU, but you just have to be so much more selective. Yeah, I know. Like, EU is good sometimes, but, man, when I look for a bias on EU, man, it's just so tough sometimes. Like, let me see if I can figure out a bias right now. Let's see how easy this is. Okay. Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about. I mean, this is too hard for me to get a bias from here. I mean, got them ahead bullish. But, man, that is not easy. Like, all I said was I need to update that. All I said last week was this is the first time I've actually been able to determine a bias this easy. It was last week. If you guys look at my Google Forex chat. Basically I said, I'm like, we'll be bearish on EU if this week if this 4 hour is violated. And it was. And it held the whole week. And we got a pretty decent amount of short setups. And again, the only reason I pointed this out is because it was obvious. Okay, so like when you see me point that out, it's obvious, you know. Right, and we look at you again, right? Even though we hit internal liquidity here, and we went way too far, can you still use it for a bias? Even though we hit internal. Yes or no? Even though we instantly dumped and hit this low, can you still use it for a bias? Yeah, I would say yes. Like, I would still say, like, if we get a short setup off this, even though we're internal, but it's on the lower time frame, the lower time frame meets expectations, you can still take that, you know? That's like the one nice thing about inversions. Yes, it will be invalid as an entry pretty much, but it still can be used for bias. You know? I do not implement my quarterly theory. Last week I was expecting the IPD strategy and cannot wrap my head around it because how I position the size. Yeah, so what I do in first management is I size like 85% of what I'm comfortable with. So if I'm doing 200 on an account, I only put in like 160. So maybe I'm supposed to go like 14 contracts. I'll like lower it down to like 12. Just in case the candle's bad. So sometimes I lose more than I think. And sometimes the funny thing is like I'll lose less than I think. You know? Bias is, again, I don't marry bias. That's why I'm so good. I never really marry the bias. Only once in a while. I kind of just like playing what I see. Yes, this will be recorded, Phantom. You can rewatch the live stream. So, all right. Last thing before I end it and lay down for a little bit. The good setup from today was, I believe, in the 1 minute. Yeah, it was right here. So it was on the 1 minute right here. So we had an obvious reveal gap. Now there was two of them here, but this is the last one, so I'd use this one. And we kind of respected it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times. And then finally broke it. Okay, so that was a sign that this is going to be a good look setup. Now, honestly, I wouldn't really say this is A+. Yes, in hindsight, it looks A+. I'd more give this like an A setup because we weren't really delivering off anything. And we kind of violated this last for really get to the left and then rebroke it again. So that's just not a good sign of bad. That's just a sign of bad price action, to be honest. So it would be more of an A, not an A+. So it's just a lot choppy. Yeah, it's not an A+ only paint. Like, in hindsight, yes, it looks like it, but maybe B+. I don't know. Overall, it's an F setup. I would never touch this, you know? I wouldn't even touch anything today. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, that's why I'm saying it's still an A setup if we're delivering off the order block. It just depends on if you use order blocks, how much weight you put in order blocks, if you know your order blocks well enough, you know? So, yep. Hindsight is the thing in the past, so it's already played out, and I didn't call a live time. You know, so. Alright, I think that's going to be it for now. Yeah, I mean, we'll see how that bias plays out this week, but use that 4-hour free rally gap, that's all I'm going to say. So, Jacob, how have you been? I haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, oh, on mobile? No. I just use one on Tradeify, but I have to say no for that question. Yeah, no problem, you die. Yeah, no problem. Alright, I'll see you guys later. Peace. I will, the next live, maybe I'll do a free session sometime this week, but next Sunday for sure. I do these every Sunday, so. what do I prefer in your USD shorts? If we hold this 4-hour inverse, I will still be looking for like 1 to 5 minute IFUG setups on the short side. Once you break that 4-hour inverse though on EU, I'll probably change my bias again. So yeah, I don't think you can copy trade in mobile. So copy trading is entering one position but on 15 of the different accounts. So alright, I'll see you guys later.